All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeftTV. You ready for some high-speed action tonight? Step on the gas. All right, race fans, welcome to the High Octane Racing League BTCC series. This is TurnLeftTV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. The High Octane Racing League BTCC series kicks off round number 1 today here at Brands Hatch. 2 25-lap races of a 6-race season. And we're kicking it off from Brands Hatch, Indy. It's going to be fun, man. Door to door, beating and banging, fender to fender. Who's got what it takes to bring home the victory? Well, there's only one way to find out. And that's watch it right here on TurnLeftTV. Well, the BTCC in town. This is TurnLeftTV, a little high-octane racing league action for you here on a Saturday. Let's get this party started. All right, thank you so much for coming in here and joining me on TurnLeftTV. I'm your host, Heath Johnson, broadcaster, commentator here at TurnLeftTV, owner of High Octane Racing League. Exciting action here for you. The High Octane Racing League inaugural BTCC Series season, HORL style. It's round number 1, Brands Hatch, Indy. 2 25-lap races. We're going to bring you flag-to-flag coverage here for Brands Hatch. Take a look at the schedule here in the BTCC Series season. Brands Hatch, we're doing 6 races, 6 tracks, I should say. 2 races at each track, and or 6 rounds. Laguna, Seca coming up next week, so we're alternating British tracks and American tracks here in this season. Oldham Park coming up on September the 9th. Indianapolis Road Course on the 16th. Silverstone National on September the 23rd, followed by Gateway Road Course to finish out the finish out the season. That is Worldwide Technologies Road Course. So that's what we have in store for you here in the inaugural series season, BTCC style. Feel like I want to just keep saying the C's there. Today's race brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you're interested in an rFactor 2 server, there are 3 self-managed server packages for you to choose from. Also, if you want to host your website or your online store, VPS hosting, or how about host your shared web hosting available? That's who hosts our servers here at High Octane Racing League. We get some big fields and never have any server problems, man. Solid, no matter where you are in the world. Elite Hosting can provide you with a server in your local area. Let's take a look at the track here at Brands Hatch, located in West Kingsdown, England. 6 turns on this Indy circuit. Man, look at that, man. I mean, that's just screaming tight racing, isn't it? 1.944 kilometers, 1.2 miles in length, and this thing's going to be tight, man. A little bit of elevation changes, Some great twists and turns, but a lot of track there that caters to some side-by-side racing, and I think contact is imminent at this track. That's Brands Hatch. A lot of fun, and we've got 2 races for you here today. Thanks for joining me here on the TurnLeftTV YouTube channel. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Share my videos with all your friends. And if you haven't hit that subscribe button, please do so. Definitely hit that thumbs up. Also, I've got 3 links in the description of the race. One of those to the PayPal. If you'd like to make a donation to TurnLeftTV through PayPal. Also, there's the Extra Life Children's Miracle Network Hospitals. That's the ongoing charity that we continue to support here at TurnLeftTV and High Octane Racing League. And also, the SimLab website. If you're interested in purchasing something, maybe a sim rig, please give SimLab a look. And if you'd like to decide to purchase something through them, use my link that's in the description of this channel, and that would help me out. Thanks to all those folks who have purchased through SimLab. Got a sim rig. A couple chatters in here already. Ritzky's out there on the track today. Will Dunbar helping us with the adminning duties. Ritzky joining us in this series. You will be going to qualifications very, very shortly. Look at that Nikolai Gerasimov. Good to see Nikolai out here. Haven't seen him in a while. Also, Bezhikov out here, too. Artem Shuliev. Wow. How about that, man? Shuliev racing with us as well. Saturday Night Thunder will be in action just a little bit later tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We call this Beat the Broadcaster Night because I'm going to get out of the broadcast booth, get in the driver's cockpit here, and mix it up with the best. Daytona 80-lap race, challenge on, man. I'm throwing some shade there in the Discord server saying, hey, I feel like after last week's race at Watkins Glen that I'm in my groove here, and I'm going to come away with the victory here tonight. Can you beat me? Come on out and join us. 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is race time. Start practice at 8 p.m. at Daytona in the Saturday Night Thunder, the Cup Series. This series has been going on for 22 years, still going strong, and it's race number 3 of the season. Come on out and race side by side here tonight with me. These guys headed over to the qualification session. Ten-minute qualification session. Also, want to let you guys know about a really, really important race that's coming up to honor one of our heroes, Steve Freeze, who died in 2011. He was really HORL old guard and meant a lot to us here at HORL. And we've got a special event coming up on Friday, a 100-lap race from Daytona, and it's the Steve Freeze Memorial 250. This is going to be a big one. It'll be broadcast live right here on TurnLeftTV, and I'm going to give away some prizes to the drivers who participate, as well as the winner. And we give away some Steam gift cards and a button box as well. So the open to the High Octane Racing League, folks. And this is the Xfinity Series, normal series race, but this is a big one. 100-lap race, 250 miles. We're going to start a half an hour early, and that's the Steve Freeze Memorial 250. We do this every year to honor Steve Freeze. Got these guys out on the track, getting some quali in. Take a look at Phil Vick in the 50 car. He was fast in that practice race we had last week. And I would suggest to you he is going to be fast this week as well. .47.369 for Phil Vick in his first lap. Bezrikov showing second, Gerasimov third. Now Valles jumping up on the grid. Take a look at Mata Adinka, man. He's one of the psychopaths. He's the leader of the psychopath clan. Psychopath E-Racing Academy, and always great to see Mata out here racing, man. I've been knowing Mata for a long time. Sliding it around the turn there. Right now, Phil Vick the top time. Shuliev up to second. Valles third. Gumilar is fourth. Kurdiawan fifth. Mata, let's see what kind of time he lays down. A little bit off in that first sector. Got some work to do in sector number 2. Look at paint scheme there in that 99 car. Across the start-finish line, let's see what he lays down. 48.213, little work to do for Mata, but right now 9th on the grid. Dana Grover getting out of the stock cars, coming out here and mixing it up into BTCC. Let's see where he lands. .46.933 the top time. Phil Vick. Shuliev about a half a second. Oh, Dana Grover into sand. Dana Grover off into the sand in quals. John Stanley out here. John Staple Gun Stanley, one of our Canadian drivers. Dana Grover, also a Canadian driver. 51.110. Little work to do there for John Stanley on lap number 1 in the Ford Focus. Keenan Lewang here with his lap. A little bit work to do there in this last sector. Down the front stretch, across the start-finish line. Let's see where Keenan gets himself placed. 47.822, 9th on the grid for Keenan Lewang. How about Nikolai Bezrikov out here in the 12 car? Good to see Nikolai out here racing with us. Great GT3 racer, also great IndyCar driver as well. Great stock car driver. Bezrikov up to 4th on the grid. Lightning fast there, 47.556. Good run there for Bezrikov. Gerasimov out here as well. Another great race car driver. Or 37 car. Phil Vick still holding on to that top spot there. He has got a lightning fast lap. My heavens. Oh, Gerasimov off the track and into the wall. Iqbal Kurdiawan showed up early today. Let's see what he's got. He's right now 10th on the grid. That's Psychopath E-Racing number 77 car. Guys have a lot of fun in these cars, man. 46.623 is the time to beat, and I'll tell you what, that is going to be a hard one to beat. Phil Vick came out here to kick ass and take names. 48.191, 10th on the grid for Curdy Alwyn. Gordon Carter, another one of our Canadian drivers here, the High Place Moving sponsor machine. Right now, 12th on the grid, if you can't improve that. 46.205, or excuse me, 48.205, 12th on the grid for the 33 car. Yuta Prezanta in the 666 car. The Devil's BMW. Right now, 8th on the grid, 47.918 for Prezanta. Now, an 8th place shot for him. Artem Shuliev in the Infinity. And 46.623 for Phil Vick. 47.155 up to 4th on the grid for Shuliev. Good run there in the Infinity. Revian Gumular out here in the, looks like a BMW to me. $47.661 for Revian. He is 9th on the grid. Good top 10 run here for him. So, Andres Valles as we wind down the qualification session. 46.623, still holding firm. Mata up to 2nd on the grid. Mata with a lightning fast run. Up to 2nd on the grid. The 9.32. Just 0.3 behind Phil Vick. So closing in, dialing it in there, getting a little bit closer. Mata in the Hyundai. Take a look at this Toyota. Andres Valles. Great IndyCar driver. Really took the time to go through and take a look at some IndyCar tracks and for the next season that we're going to run. And it's been really helpful. 47.061, 3rd on the grid for Valles. Sliding that car around the turn. He's going to try to get another lap in here. Got a little bit of time. He's got enough time to get another lap in and get those tires warmed up. And let's see what he can get here for lap number 2. Valles, great IndyCar Series driver, and really excited about a new season coming up later this year. And he backs off that lap, so it looks like he is going to settle for 3rd. Curdy Alwyn in the Hyundai. 46.623, still a top time. Let's see where Curdy Alwyn lands. 47.724, 10th on the grid for Iqbal Curdy Alwyn. Looks like that's going to do it for the qualification session. Good way to finish the quals right there. So these guys will have a short little driver's meeting and a little bit of a warm-up session. And we're going to get going to race. And we'll give you the qualification results here in just a moment. Thank you, everybody, for joining us here on TurnLeftTV. Let's get this party started. All right, we're back. If you're just joining us, we just finished the qualification session. These guys are in warm-up. Thanks for joining us here on TurnLeftTV. Appreciate you being here. This is Brands Hatch Indy. 2 races today, 25-lap races, round number 1 of a 6-round season. These guys have finished up quals. They're now in the warm-up session. Let's take a look at the qualification results. Whoa, I gotta change that. I gotta change the text on that. My God. Phil Vick qualifies in P1. Nikolai Bezrikov qualifies in the 2nd position. Mata Indika qualifies 3rd. There we go. First mistake. Andres Valles qualifies in the 4th position. Artem Shuliev 5th. Ritsky Novar is 6th. Nikolai Bezrikov starts in the 7th position. Sorry about the dark text there. So I have to get my coder on that one. Yuta Prezanta qualifies in the 8th position. Revion Gumular qualifies in 9th. Iqbal Kurdiawan qualifies in the 10th position. Qualifying in 11th will be Keenan Luang. Gordon Carter qualifies in the 12th position. Dana Grover 13th. 14th John Stanley, and Steve Pierce qualifies in the 15th position. Wow. I got black on blue there. The rest of the overlays are white, I believe. See? We'll see. Right there. See, that's white on blue. So I got to fix the individual part of the overlay. So, man, that's why I'm a second-rate operation there. That's why I haven't hit the big time. Stuff like that. We got about a minute left in the warm-up session. So a short little warm-up session. Already getting laughed at. Wow. Let's take a look at my keys to the race here at Brands Hatch. You got to hit your marks. This is not a really difficult track, but I think really hitting your marks there because it's going to put a lot of guys in play here for a race victory or a good race finish. Hit those braking points too. Really important that you hit those braking points and manage that throttle through the turns. Own the traffic. You're going to have a lot of traffic here that you're going to be working your way through. And know when to be aggressive, too. You're going to have to lay a fender on somebody once in a while. Maybe swap paint with somebody to be able to bring home the victory here at Brands Hatch. Those are my keys to the race. I don't normally say be aggressive, but I think in these cars, you've got to do a little bit of aggressive driving. Not necessarily getting into somebody, but how you attack those turns, being aggressive. Here we go, boys and girls. Here we go. Round number 1, race number 1 today, 25-lap race. Here at Brands Hatch. Thanks so much for joining us here on TurnLeftTV. This will be black text as well, I think, when we go through this. Starting order. Here we go. No, we got white text. There we go. Artem Shuliev. Oh, whoa. Let's try to set that again. Jumped ahead a little bit too quickly, didn't it? There we go. Phil Vick qualifies in, or starts in P1. Nikolai Bezrikov starts 2nd. Mata Indika 3rd. Andres Valles starts in the 4th position. Starting in P5 will be Artem Shuliev. Ritsky Novar starts in 6th. Nikolai Gerasimov starts in the 7th position. Yuta Prezanta starts in 8th. Starting in 9th will be Revion Gumular. 10th will be Iqbal Kurdiawan. Keenan Luang starts 11th. And Gordon Carter starts in the 12th position. 2 races today, standing start. Standing start here. Here we go. And we're off here at Brands Hatch. Already 3 wide there. Get her before turn 1. Phil Vick, the leader. Nikolai Bezhikov in second. Artem Shuliev is in the 3rd position, side by side with the race leader. 50 of the 16 car battling it out there. Phil Vick is leader in that BMW. Bezhikov running in the 2nd position. CC Vick come off track a little bit. On board here with Nikolai Bezhikov running in P2. Phil Vick going to lead lap 1. Battle here. Shuliev, Artem Shuliev and Andres Valles battling it out. Man, there's a little contact right there. Shuliev in the 4th position. Valles all over the back of him right now. He wants around. All over the back of him is Valles. Andres Valles running in P5. Novar running in the 6th position. Off track a little bit is Artem Shuliev. Contact inevitable here. Oh, sideways right there. Look at that. Drifting that car around the turn. 25-lap race. Might end up using up those tires. Keep doing that. And, man, this is tight. Valles to the outside. Valles on the outside is going to try to do the crossover move, and he does. Oh, no. Shuliev in the sand. Artem Shuliev's in the sand. Guys are making some adjustments. Man, that car was sideways. And he got in the sand, and after that, you are just a passenger in the 17 car. Shuliev got off into the sand and gives up a bunch of positions here. Man, tough break there for him. Take a look at that action here. Watch this. You see Valles on that outside. Now swings over there as Shuliev misses the turn. And I think maybe Valles just got in his head. And there he is now trying to play recovery. Phil Vick is our leader. Bezhikov in 2nd. Endika is 3rd. Valles 4th. Novar up to the 5th position. Dana Grover and John Stanley here battling it out. John Stanley comes off track, I think. John Stanley gets off track. Let's take a look and see what happened to John Stanley. He missed the turn, I believe. Yeah, a little bit in the sand. Oh, he tries to recover right there. Tries to recover, and I think Shuliev. Look at this out of the front of Shuliev's machine. John Stanley gets in the grass right here. Whoa! And then into that tire barrier. Phil Vick, no problems there for him. Right now is a 1-second lead over Bezhikov. Anytime you got a lead on Nikolai Bezhikov, you're doing something, that's for sure. Mana Indika here at that Psychopath racing sponsor machine. This Hyundai running in P3. Here on lap 5. Good run here from Mata. In the High Octane Racing League BTCC series. Race number 1 here at Brands Hatch. Gerasimov's had some trouble, it looks like, as Steve Pierce had some trouble as Gerasimov's going to get by. Steve Pierce might have come off track just a little bit here. We'll take a look at this 116 car. It's a little bit wide, gets in the sand, and I think it keeps it out of the tire barrier, but definitely going to lose a position as Gerasimov gets by right there. Steve Pierce now running in the 15th position. Take a look at Alexander Zakharov running in P7. Just behind him, Keenan Luang. Iqbal Kurdiawan running up in the 6th position. A little bit of gap there between he and Kurdiawan. About 2-second gap there between the two of them. You see him working the wheel through the turn here at Brands Hatch. What a fun track, man. Good to see Alexander Zakharov out. Another one of those great Russian drivers. So many of those guys are just absolutely insane about racing. Gordon Carter into high place moving, sponsored machine. Gordon Carter, now a new board member here at HORL. He's really been excited about that and loves racing. Comes out here and has a lot of great suggestions for us. Look at that, Artem Shuliev all over the back of him right now. Look at Phil Vick here leading the way in the BMW. Good run here for Phil Vick. Bezhikov in 2nd, Valles 3rd, Novar 4th, Mata in the 5th position. Shuliev had now put some pressure on Gordon Carter. To the inside of Gordon Carter, side by side through the turn. And Shuliev picking up the 9th position. Gordon Carter tried to fight back as Shuliev picking up that spot. Two-second lead for Phil Vick as he's starting to wind his way through some lap traffic. Phil Vick in the BMW. Really excited about this BTCC series. And he's been, he was at the practice race that we did last week. Showed his strength there and has had some good suggestions for us as well, as this is a sort of a new venture for us. How about Ritsky Novar? Ritsky Novar to the inside of Andres Valles. Great side-by-side racing here. Novar in the BMW on the inside as we approach this turn. Turn number 1, and Novar going to pick up that spot. Valles has to tuck in the 4th position. Got a little bit of a run here. Not so fast, he says. Trying to sneak back by on the inside as these guys encounter a little bit of lap traffic. Oh, there's contact there with the lap car. Valles tried to sneak back through. Had some contact with the lap car. Now sets his sights back on. Ritsky Novar is running in P3. Take a look at Keenan Luang here running in the 8th position. Good top 10 run here in race number 1 for him. As we approach halfway. Running in the 14 car. I'm out there by himself right now. He's got about a 2-second gap he's got to make up to close in on Zakharov. Iqbal Kurdiawan running in the 8th position. Good run for Iqbal Kurdiawan. Talk too much about Yuna Prezanta. Prezanta right now running in 11, trying to crack the top 10. He's all over the back of Gordon Carter right now. So Prezanta trying to get through and get around Gordon Carter. Take a look at Gordon Carter here. As we take a look at our side-by-side view. On board here on that lower or that right side camera view is Yuna Prezanta. Gordon Carter running in the 9th position. And this is a tight battle here on the track. 13 laps in. Great little battle. Zakharov's had some trouble, it looks like, as well as this battle starting to stretch out a little bit. Gordon Carter running in ninth, Prezanta rounding out the top 10. Oh, Prezanta now, trying to sneak through. Prezanta on the inside of Gordon Carter, side by side there. Carter on the outside. Now it's a preferred line. Enter this, can he, Prezanta do that crossover move? He's got a little run on Gordon Carter. Great little battle here. This battle is for the 9th position. And Prezanta trying to find a way, maybe manage that braking a little bit. Try to snooker Gordon Carter. Gordon Carter hold him off. Alexander Zakharov's had some trouble. Oh, Zakharov into the wall. Zakharov into the inside wall, and tough break there for Zakharov. Big time problems for Alexander Zakharov as he's going to lose a ton of positions. And he got into the inside wall. Oh my heavens, man. Let's take a look here. He got loose. And that's probably a little bit off. Let's take a look at how that's happened. Boy, it just started right there. He just got into the sand here. Once you are in the sand, you're just a passenger trying to find your rhythm again. And he was having some trouble. Maybe the tire's wearing out on that car. He got things sort of straightened up there. There he gets into the grass again and off into the sand. Oh, that's where it happened. Into the sand. Broke the car loose. Oh, man. And then several times into the wall. Phil Vick trying to weave his way through some lap traffic as Nikolai Bezrukov running in P2. About a second behind. Bezrukov trying to make his move here, and maybe that lap traffic with 10 laps to go is having an effect on this this race. And I'll tell you what, that Iqbal Kurdiawan, or Yuta Prezanta, Gordon Carter, I'd say, not Iqbal, but Yuta Prezanta and Gordon Carter still having a tight battle back there. Very interesting little battle going on with those guys. We'll have to check in with them as Phil Vick trying to hold on here for a victory in race number 1. But I'll tell you what, Bezrukov is on the move. Bezrukov is on the move right now. And Phil Vick's looking out of the back of his car, and he's seeing, as he's approaching through lap traffic here, trying to weave his way through some lap traffic, as now Bezrukov has caught him. Bezrukov all over the back of Phil Vick right now. Take a look at this side-by-side view. Bezrukov on that right side camera view. Phil Vick, our leader. We're looking at P1, P2. Stretched out there just a little bit, but lap traffic has definitely been a factor. Good side-by-side view here for P1. Looking at P1, P2. Vick stretching that out just a little bit as I cross start-finish line. Enter turn 1 here on lap 18. Lap traffic has definitely affected this battle here. It's allowed Bezrukov to close back in. Prezanta now has caught Gordon Carter. Yuta Prezanta now taking over the 9th position. Gordon Carter falling back to 10th. A couple BMWs there battling it out. Gerasimov in the Toyota. Oh, no, he got off track just a little bit. Oh, no, he's just a passenger now. Oh, hard lick on the driver's side late in this race. Oh, my heavens, man. That was a ton of contact there for the 37 car. He is off track now, back in the grass. This car is going to be out of the race here for this one. He's going to have to concentrate on race number 2. Phil Vick now trying to hold off this charge here on lap 19. This could come down to a last lap pass. Who knows? These guys might be side by side here in the next few laps. As Phil Vick trying to hold off a charge from Nikolai Bezrikov. Bezrikov got a good run. Into turn 1. Bezrikov. Phil Vick, our leader. Nikolai Bezrikov running in the second position. Great battling here. Keep our eye on that battle. That is not over. Let's take a look at this. Mata and Dika. And Andres Valles battling it out. Mata on the inside, rubbing on that Napa-sponsored Ford. And looks like Mata going to get by in the Hyundai. 5 laps to go, and I'll tell you what, not over between those two guys. And that is for the 4th position. Valles back to P5. Mata running in the 4th spot. Great little battle there. Zakharov in the 42 car. Battling John Stanley. Stanley up on the high side as Zakharov gets by. Stanley giving him a lot of room there. Gumilar and Prasanta battling it out. Devian Gumilar in the 28 car. One of the most psychopathy racing guys. These guys battling it out. They're both psychopaths. Good battle here for the 9th position. Wow. Great battling here on lap 22. Rolling up on some lap traffic as well. Weaving their way. I told you, managing traffic is going to be super, super important. Phil Vick is our leader. Bezrikov second, Novar in third, and more lap traffic in the mix. More lap traffic on the menu. Flashing those lights. You're on lap 22, starting lap 23 now. Phil Vick says, come on, baby. Get out of the way. Let me have some room. And that's going to give, a little bit of run. Oh, slam it into the back of the leader. More lap traffic in the mix. Those guys trying to get out of the way. It's still going to affect your entry into the corner. Slow you down a little bit, and it looked like a little bit of contact there from Bezrikov. A little bump drafting. Oh, sideways there. Phil Vick trying to hold on, man. Phil Vick now just 2 laps to go. Can he hold off a charge from Nikolai Bezrikov? This has been a great battle here. Vick has been able to sort of stretch it out. Bezrikov closes back in. Clean track here right now. Bezrikov trying to find a way to get around in that 16 car. Phil Vick goes a little bit wide in the turns. That's going to leave an opening there for Bezrikov. Bezrikov pulling off the pass. Can he stick the pass? He does. Bezrikov now taking over the lead with 1 lap to go. Nikolai Bezrikov worked his way around. Phil Vick had a little trouble on that last turn. Bezrikov now the race leader. Phil Vick in second. Great pass there by Bezrikov. Great driving for both these guys. Nikolai Bezrikov. Can he hold off a charge from Phil Vick? The Infinity could be in victory lane. Oh, man, sliding it in there's Phil Vick. Coming off the final turn. Nikolai Bezrikov down the front stretch is going to take race number 1. Wow, what a battle that was between those guys. What a great battle with Bezhikov and Vic. And Bezhikov getting the victory. What a heck of a clean battle as well. Great battle, man. That was a fun race. My heavens, man. What an incredible, incredibly entertaining race that was. Let's take a look at the final results here in race number 1. So Bezhikov gets a win. Phil Vick gets the second position. Novar finishes 3rd, and Dika finishes 4th. Valles 5th. Shuliev finishes in 6th. Keaton Luang finishes in the 7th position. Iqbal Kurdiawan finishes 8th. Yuta Prasanta finishes in the 9th position. And Gordon Carter rounding out the top 10. Revian Gumular finishes in 11th position. Dana Grover 12th. Alexander Zakharov finishes 13th. John Stanley 14th. Steve Pierce 15th. And Nikolai Gerasimov finishes in the 16th position. Race number 1 winner, Nikolai Bezhikov. So he gets the win, and good job to him. Fantastic last lap pass. And Phil Vick drove a heck of a race too, and that was a great, great battle there. So we're going to get ready for race number 2, folks. Don't go away. Not stopping the stream. We're going to keep on rolling. So we'll have another race coming up. For race number 2, 2 rounds. Every round we have 2 races. And congratulations to Bezhikov. On getting the win here at Brands Hatch in race number 1. Don't forget the Saturday Night Thunder will be in action a little bit later tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Daytona International, an 80-lap race. This is Beat the Broadcaster night. I get out of the broadcast booth. I said something bad about you, showed a wreck too many times, showed you get off the track, talking about how somebody passed you. This is your chance to get back at me. I get out of the broadcast booth, get into the driver's seat, and mix it up with the best here at Daytona. 80-lap race, race number 3 of the season. And, man, I'm up there in the points, too, man. So come on out and race with me. I'd love to have you at Daytona here tonight. Bushwhacker Series will be back in action next week. The Steve Freeze Memorial 250. A very, very important race for us here at High Octane Racing League. Every year we do a memorial race for Steve Freeze, who meant so much to us at High Octane Racing League. And we're going to give away some prizes to the winner. Give away some prizes to the drivers that come out and participate. It's a 100-lap race, 250 miles. And the racing will start at 8:45 p.m., some give or take a few minutes. Qualifying at 8:30. Practice starts at 7:30. Everything moved up a half an hour just so we can get this race in, since it's going to be a little bit longer. So that's the Steve Freeze Memorial 250, and it'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. So it looks like these guys have moved over to back over to the new round or new race, second race of two. Phil Vick out getting some qualification in. These guys, short little stint there. They just go straight to quals, so we don't take up more times than what we need to. As Phil Vick qualifying here at Brands Hatch for race number 2. What a heck of a race that was. What a heck of a race that was. Loved watching those battles. These cars are a lot of fun, man. Thanks for joining us here on TurnLeftTV. Appreciate you watching the races here. Invite your friends to come out and subscribe to the channel. As we watch Phil Vick and his qualification laps. 10-minute qualification session. I think really 47.580. I think starting position is really, really critical here. It's hard to pass. I mean, we did see some good passing. It's hard to pass. You're going to get a lot of side-by-side racing. A little bit of contact there. You're going to see some lap traffic. So I really think that qualification position is important here. Phil Vick right now with a 47.580. Lightning fast there for Phil Vick. How about Nikolai Gerasimov? Shuliev up to second on the grid. Bezrikov third. Keenan Lewang fourth. Gerasimov right now fifth on the grid. Andres Valles had a pretty eventful race in race number 1. 47.231 is the time to beat. These cars are a heck of a lot of fun. That was a fun race to broadcast, man. Great battles there. And a really, really fun race to broadcast. A little bit off the track there for Valles. He's 15th on the grid, or excuse me, 15th on the grid. Take a look at Nikolai Gerasimov. Bezrikov to the top of the grid. How about Bezrikov, man? Said, hey, got a little bit of confidence from last race. And I am ready to make it happen. How about Nikolai Gerasimov as well? Running to get, right now 8th on the grid here in the practice session. Bezhikov wanting to improve that qualification time. 47.061 for Bezhikov. He knows how strong Phil Vick is. Bezhikov the leader, Phil Vick second, Shuliev right now third with just under 4 minutes left to go in the quals. Zakharov fifth. Zakharov fourth. Now Zakharov is fifth as Ritsky Novar jumps up to third on the grid. Novar says, "Don't leave me out, brother." About Alexander Zakharov. Been a little bit since we've seen Zakharov. Great IndyCar driver, great GT3 car driver, and proving that he can get in anything and make it competitive. Always like to see Alexander Zakharov out. No nonsense, just gets out and gets it done. Driving the Car Gods number 42 car. Oh, Karasimov now up to second on the grid. Zakharov says, "Wait for me. Watch this. Hold my beer." Phil Vick down to the top of the grid. Speaking of hold my beer, Phil Vick says, "Not so fast. I am not done." How about Zakharov here? Let's see where he's at. 47.646, sixth on the grid for Zakharov. Phil Vick says, "Whose beer we holding? You're holding mine." 47.032 for Phil Vick. What a great little battle here in quals. Phil Vick, the top tie. Bezhikov, second. Gerasimov, third. Novar, fourth. Shuliev, fifth so far in quals. A little faster in sector number 1, but a little bit slower there, sector 2. Sideways there through with a turn. Fast in sector number 3. 47.032. Time to beat. How about Iqbal Kurdialwan? Right now, 8th in that 77 car. 47.032, and he runs at right now 8th on the grid. So he's shooting for that top spot. Just to get a good starting position nonetheless. In case you're just joining us, we are getting ready for race number 2 of round number 1. Brands Hatch. Looks like quals are over. So we're getting ready to go to race. Round number 2. Or round number 1, race number 2. I'll figure it out. We take a look at the session results in black. Bezhukov qualifies first. Phil Vick second. Gerasimov third. Novar fourth. Andres Valles fifth. Zakharov is sixth. Shuliev seventh. Indika will start in the 8th position. Kurdialwan ninth. Revulon Gumular starts in 10th. Starting at 11th will be Yuta Prezanta. Lewang starts 12th, Carter 13th, Grover 14th, Stanley 15th, and Steve Pierce starts in the 16th position. So here we go, getting ready to hit race number 2, round 1 here at Brands Hatch. And again, thanks for joining us here on TurnLeftTV. And these guys getting ready to make it happen again. Another great 25-lapper. Another great 25-lapper. So here we go, round number 2. Bedrikov starts P1. Phil Vick starts second. Nikolai Gerasimov starts in the 3rd position. Ritsky Novar starts in 4th. Starting in 5th will be Andres Valles. Alexander Zakharov starts in the 6th position. 7th will be Artem Shuliev. Mata Indika starts in the 8th position. Starting in 9th will be Iqbal Kurdialwan. Revulon Gumular starts in the 10th position. Yuta Prezanta starts 11th. Starting at 12th will be Keenan Lewang. Starting at 13th will be Gordon Carter. Dana Grover starts 15th. 14th. John Stanley 15th. And Steve Pierce starts in the 16th position. Well, here we go. Race number 2. Somebody missed the grid. Looks like Steve Pierce might have missed the grid. As, oh, tell me to get that off the screen, bro. A lot going on here, man. One-man show. One-man show. So Bezhukov is the leader. Gerasimov now in 2nd. Valles 3rd. Phil Vick in 4th. Some battling here early on. Good way to get around some guys pretty quickly. We take a look here at Mata Indika and Ritsky Novar. Mata here running in the 14th position. Missed a little pass there I think we missed. Novar might have come off track. Right there, Novar in the inside as Mata gets by. Yuta Prezanta here battling Gordon Carter. Presenta the inside of Gordon Carter. John Stanley's had some trouble. Looks like came off track. And Yuta Presenta picking up in his position. Gordon Carter now falling back to the 10th position. Take a look here as Ikmal Kurdiawan and Dana Grover battling it out. Dana Grover running in 12th. Didn't talk too much about him in race number 1. Here he is in the 24 car running in the 12th position. Artem Shuliev trying to pick up spots. Oh, get somebody off the track there. Looks like Gerasimov might have come off track. Gerasimov off track and Shuliev getting by. Take a look at what happened at Gerasimov. Got into, oh man, oh my gosh. He climbs across the front of Valles. And wow, Gerasimov coming off track. Valles had a ringside seat for that. Watch this, on board here with Valles. Look at that, whoa! And he didn't even flinch. What a battle. Crazy action here. These guys getting after it. They knew how aggressive they had to be in race number 1. These guys absolutely getting after it. Ritsky Novar's had some trouble as well. Again, race number 2. And, oh, man, hard into the outside wall. That car is absolutely toast now. He has got to be taking that down pit lane. Take a look at Alexander Zakharov running in the 3rd position. Vezhikov first, Valles in 2nd. Gerasimov is in 3rd. Good 3-way battle here. Phil Vick running in the 4th position. Shuliev is in 5th. About a 5-car breakaway here from the pack. Novar out of the race here for race number 2. That was a hard lick there for him. He's in the infield care center. Mata Indika and Gordon Carter here battling it out. Gordon Carter on the outside, Mata on the inside, picking up a spot. Mata now up to the 10th position as Gordon Carter falling back to P11. And Gerasimov right there, looking to pounce. Coming down the front stretch, crossing the start finish line. Gerasimov looking like he wants to get around. Whoa! Maybe into the back of Gordon Carter's machine. Carter going a little bit wide, and it looks like a little run right here. Little run there, and Gordon Carter holding on, but it looks like Gerasimov's only going to end up getting a spot. Look at that, Gerasimov getting around Gordon Carter. Take a look at Gordon Carter back in the 12th position now as Gerasimov picks up that position. Back up here with the race leader, and that is Nikolai Bezrikov. Last lap battle pass for him, and got around Phil Vick and able to bring home the victory. Battle for the 2nd position with Andres Valles and Alexander Zakharov is absolutely intense. Valles trying to hold off Zakharov. Zakharov all over the back of him. That is right up in your grill right there. Oh, man, there's contact. Contact there between Valles. Gerasimov out of the race. Gerasimov's had some trouble in race number 2. That battle seemed to shape up here. Oh, Gerasimov into the wall there. What happened to Gerasimov? Came off track and into the wall. Let's take a look. Gerasimov gets wide. Oh, he just went straight. He just went straight into the tire barrier. What happened there? And He just went straight into the tire barrier. I don't know what happened there. It broke his steering or what, but he is out of the race. What happened to Zakharov? or Gerasimov? I have no idea. Bezrikov has opened up about a 2-second lead over Zakharov. Valier's third, Phil Vick in fourth. Shuliev is in the fifth position. Take a look at Artem Shuliev running in P5. Just ahead is a great battle shaping up. And that is 2, 3, 4. You can throw a blanket over there, or you can throw a blanket over those guys. As leading up that charge, that little 3-car pack is Zakharov. Valles is in third, Phil Vick fourth. Phil Vick closing in on P3. He's on board here with Phil Vick in the 50 car. A little bit of counter steering there. You hear the tires. This battle is shaping up right here as Valles going a little bit wide. Phil Vick. And Andres Valles getting after it right now. Shuliev watching that action in the fifth position. And Phil Vick running in P4 is all over the back of Andres Valles. Phil Vick going wide. So the outside in this turn. He's going to be on the outside. Oh, it comes across the nose of Valles. Oh, both those guys in the tire barrier. Both those guys in the tire barrier. Oh, my heavens. They're back at it. But both of them made contact with the tire barrier. There was contact there as Phil Vick tried to get around. Go back and check that out. Now replay. Phil Vick goes wide right here, down the front stretch. And then those guys getting together right here into the turn or over the hill as they approach the turn, and both of them in the tire barrier. We got 4 guys out of the race here. War of attrition now, as it looks like Prezanta has come around as well. Yuta Prezanta's had some trouble. Look at this action. We're going to go 3 wide. Oh, that's not advisable. Oh, no. These guys absolutely throwing caution to the wind. Oh, my heavens, man. Mada and Dika, Yuta Prezanta, a couple psychopath racing boys getting after it here. What in the world happened here? Look at that. Mada going 3 wide right there through the middle. And 3 psychopaths. What's this? Prezanta goes airborne here. Actually, that is Mata going airborne. And we got a tire rolling around. It's a tire rolling out there on the track. Teammates here. Going to be a conversation to be had in the Psychopath racing garage after this is over. 5 cars out of the race here. Not a good second race for these guys. They got a little bit aggressive, I think. Take a look at Phil Vick and Valles here back getting after it. Phil Vick onto the inside. These guys got some damage. They are still running in 3rd and 4th. Excuse me, 4th and 5th, respectively. Phil Vick picking up that spot. A lot of aggressive driving here in race number 2. Little 3 wide action. Not advisable, I don't think. Man, that was crazy there. We go back and on board here. Watch this. Mata trying to stick it in there. And then, an airborne he will go. He's going to catch that tire barrier and airborne for Mata. Bezrikov, the leader. Zakharov is in second. Bezrikov pretty comfortable in this race. had to really work to win race number 1. Zakharov is in second, Shuliev third, Phil Vick in fourth, Valles is in the 5th position. Take a look at Dana Grover. Last car on the lead lap in a BMW. He is running in the 10th position. Top 10 run there for him. He's going to leave a lot of room there for the race leader as Bezrikov gets by on board here with Dana Grover running in the 24 car in the 10th position. Keenan Lewang picking up a spot now as Valles off the pace. Valles may have had a little bit of trouble there. Valles now trying to get back by Keenan Lewang. Lewang now up to the 5th position. So good run here in race number 2 for Keenan Lewang in his 14 car. Good battle here now with Valles and Lewang. Valles running in the 6th position. Gumular, got involved in an earlier incident, and he's looking at that battle out of the front of his car. He says, you guys go ahead, get into one another. Oh, counter steering there off the last turn. Keep that car from spinning around. He's running in P7. Iqbal Kurniawan running in the 8th position in the 77 car. 2 seconds off P7. Valles there trying to close in on Keenan Lewang, who had gotten around him. Look at John Stanley here, hoping to crack the top 10 in this race. He is in that Ford Focus. The 27 car gets off track just a little bit in the grass, but keeps it pointed in the right direction, running in P11. About 10 seconds down to P10, so a little work for him to do. And there's that pass there by Keenan Lewang as he had gotten around Valles. Bezrikov, pretty clean track here for him so far. He's gotten away from the fray. Those guys got into one another behind him pretty darn early. Now he's in control. I'm hoping that maybe the lap traffic's going to give him a break here tonight in race number 2. Gordon Carter running in the 9th position. Got about 5.5 seconds or so between he and P8, Iqbal Kurniawan. Dana Grover running in 10th as he is allowing the lap cars to get through. Phil Vick making that pass. Close in on Artem Shuliev. Haven't talked too much about Shuliev here. A good run here for him in 3rd in race number 2. Shuliev, one of our great IndyCar drivers. Here he is mixing it up in the 3rd position in that 17 car. For this battle here, Valles and Gumular battling it out. Valles to the inside, and that Napa sponsor machine is going to get around Gumular. And the BMW now falls back to the 7th position. That was a little battle there between the two of those guys. Great little battle. And Valles, good clean pass there, but Gumular now going to the high side. Trying to go to the high side here as they're closing in on Keenan Lewang. Gubilar might have had some trouble here. Gubilar, a little trouble. Off the turn, he's keeping it out of the tire barrier. Is they going to come all the way around on him or not? Is he going to end up saving it in the grass? Gubilar gets off track. So, wow, there was that battle there between Revion and Valles. And that didn't last long, did it? Curdy Alwyn came off track as well. He's in the grass. He saves it, but Revion had some trouble. You see Revion right there. Take a look at Revion and see what happened to him. Take a look at this as Valles had gotten around. Revion gets off track right there. Oh, the car breaks loose on him. And he's hanging on for dear life right here, keeping that car from coming around and definitely out of the tire barrier or the wall. But he's going to give up a couple positions here late in this race. We're now talking about 3 laps to go. And Gubilar is going to give up some more positions, I think, as Gordon Carter gets around. So Revion now back to the 9th position. Gordon Carter, Iqbal Kurdiawan both get by. And now in P7 is Iqbal Kurdiawan. Brazante leaving the server there too, so he's had he had trouble early on. We got approaching 2 laps to go. We take a look at side-by-side view there. Iqbal Kurdiawan running in the 7th position. His way around some traffic there. Oh, Bezrikov comes off track. 2 laps to go. Bezrikov comes off track. He's got a 6.5-second lead. I don't think there's any reason to really lose your head here at this point. Kurdiawan running in P7. Take a look at him. We're starting to wind down the laps here. Next time by, we'll have 1 lap to go. Hitting the wrong button there. Amateur operation right here at TurnLeftTV. Here we go. 1 lap to go for Nikolai Bezrikov. Bezrikov, the winner of race number 1. And it looks like he is in control for race number 2. I mean, he had to really work for that position in race number 1. Zakharov is in 2nd, about 6.5 seconds down. Shuliev 3rd, Phil Vick in 4th, Lewang in the 5th position. A lot of attrition in this race. I mean, this guy's got super aggressive in this race. And a lot of those guys got out early. Steve Pierce, I think, missed the grid, if I'm not mistaken. And here we are, Bezrikov coming across the start-finish line and winning race number 2 for the sweep here at Brands Hatch. So we need to get a view of that. So we wanted to get a view of that finish there, but unfortunately not going to happen for us, I don't think. A little bit of a tough break. There we go. Maybe. It takes me a while to get the camera tightened up here, so hopefully get a crappy screenshot, but we got one anyway. Got to get those guys to stay on the track a little bit longer. Give me a chance to get a screenshot. So there we go. We got one, although that wasn't a super great one. Take a look at the finishing order here in the final results. Race number 2. In black, Nikolai Bezrikov finishes in 1st. Zakharov finishes in the 2nd position. In 3rd is Artem Shuliev. Phil Vick finishes 4th. Keenan Lewang finishes in the 5th position. Andres Valles finishes 6th. Iqbal Kurdiawan 7th. Gordon Carter finishes in P8. Bevian Gumular finishes 9th, and Dana Grover finishes in the 10th position. Finishing in P11. John Stanley, Mata Indica finishes 12th. Yuta Prezanta finishes in 13th. Nikolai Gerasimov finishes 14th. Ritsky Nobar finishes in 15th. And Steve Pierce finishes in P17. So Gerasimov, race number 2 winner. So we'll get Nikolai Bezhikov up here in victory lane, up here in the broadcast booth after he's done drinking his champagne. And a heck of a battle there for him, and comes away with 2 wins. All right, we're joined up here at the broadcast booth by Nikolai Bezhikov. Congratulations, you get the sweep here at Brands Hatch. That first race had to be very, very interesting for you, trying to get around Valles, Phil Vick as well. A great battle with those guys.
Hello, Heath. Thank you for this interview. And yes, first race I believe was more interesting than the second one, because the second one I was the first from the start to the finish, but in the first race there was the interesting battle of tactics, I guess, because Phil Vick had very good pace, but his BMW or maybe his driving style probably ate all tires, and closer to the end of the race I can caught him, and lap before the last lap I made my move.
Well, there was a lot of attrition with some really aggressive driving, I think, in the second race that took some drivers out of it and thus limited the amount of lap traffic that you faced in race number 2. Do you feel like lap traffic was a factor in race number 1 as you were battling for a win?
First of all, I want to say that in BTCC tough battles and maybe even some crashes are kind of basic things, and I believe in all touring racing, in GT3, for example, there is probably only one line, and drivers should be careful. But in BTCC, it's pretty normal to try to dive your opponent or try to hit him to overtake. But as your question for the first race and traffic, I believe that was not such a big thing. And both me and Vic lost some time and maybe gained some time, but it was okay.
Well, proving that not only are you a great GT3 driver and also a great stock car driver, but here you are in the BTCC and getting a win in the first round. Next week we shift to a Laguna Seca, which is obviously not a track that the BTC normally faces, but we're doing one British track and then an American track and then back to a British track. Have you had these cars out on Laguna Seca's track? And if so, what are your expectations? Nonetheless, what are your expectations for Laguna Seca here in the BTCC?
I never raced on BTCC in Laguna Seca before, but I believe any tiny tracks and tracks with some hills, ups and downs are really good for these cars, so I think it will be great.
Well, thank you for joining us in the BTCC series. I really appreciate it. Always appreciate your support here at High Octane Racing League, and good luck next week and the rest of the season. Great to see you back in victory lane.
Thank you for organization and listening to you. Goodbye.
All right, we'll see you next week. All right, that's Nikolai Bezrikov joining us up here in the booth. Always a very insightful interview from Nikolai, and back in victory lane, proven that not only can he drive Indy cars, stock cars, GT3 cars, you name it, he's out here in the BTCC mixing it up, and he knows when to when to be aggressive, when to lay off a little bit, and how to get the car to the front. What a great race that was in race number 1. This one he ran away from the field early on, and really had a great run. Did not really encounter a lot of lap traffic with the attrition that we had in that race, race number 2. So excited for the series. Don't forget, next week we have Laguna Seca coming up, and then Oulton Park International on September the 9th. That is my favorite road course. Oulton Park International, absolutely my favorite road course. Indianapolis road course coming up on September the 16th. That's home for me, so all the BTCC guys can come over for a beer afterwards. Or whatever your drink of choice is. Milk, whatever. Silverstone National coming up on September the 23rd, and you see Gateway Road Course. We also know that as Worldwide Technology Speedway, so that's going to be the road course there. I got the BTCC cars out on that track. That's short, and it's going to be a lot of, I think you got less than a minute lap on that track, and that's going to be fun. I'm excited about this road course coming up on September the 30th. Well, don't forget, on September the 1st, very, very big race here at High Octane Racing League. It is the Steve Freeze Memorial Race. Every year we run a memorial race for Steve Freeze, who meant so much to us here at High Octane Racing League. Drivers who participate in this series in this race are going to be eligible for some prizes. We're going to throw some money out there and do some Steam gift cards. We'll give away a button box as well. The race winner gets a prize. So going to be a big one, man. Daytona International this year. Last year was at Charlotte. We've done Michigan. Now we're doing Daytona, the big one. So that's coming up next week. 100-lap race. It'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. Race will start about 8:45, and we'll have 100 laps of madness at Steve Freeze Memorial 250. Live right here on TurnLeftTV. Well, coming up a little bit later, no broadcasting. I'm going to get out of the broadcast booth, and somebody is going to get beat by me. That's right. Beat the broadcaster tonight in the Saturday Night Thunder 80-lap race at Daytona tonight in the Cup Series, race number 3 of the season. If you'd like to join us, there's a QR code. Click that code. Come on out. We'll get you hooked up, and you can join us with the stock cars, the Cup Series, the 2018 mod at Daytona. It's Beat the Broadcaster night. I don't think you can do it. Tonight's race has been brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you're interested in an rFactor 2 server, there are 3 self-managed server packages for you to choose from. How about hosting your website or your online store? So VPS hosting and shared web hosting available as well. That's who provides our services here at highoctaneracing.net. Don't forget to join us over there. Quick link to our Discord server if you'd like to race with us. Thanks for joining me today on the YouTube channel. Appreciate your patronage here at TurnLeftTV. Hit that thumbs up button. Share my videos with your friends. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done so. Smash the bell. All of the above. And don't forget to click on those links in the description of this race. That'll really help me out here at TurnLeftTV. We'll keep firing off videos for you. Don't forget, we got some racing later this weekend. Just in a little while. If you'd like to come out and join me, I'd love to race with you. That's going to do it for me in round number 1 here in the BTCC Series season. Congratulations to Nikolai Bezrikov. That's going to do it for me. I am out of here.